Hello everyone and welcome into Coach Craig's Sports. This is the NBA DFS Core Pick video for Friday, November 1st. If you're joining me for the very first time, first of all, welcome in. Second of all, this is how today's video will be structured. I'll be going over my core picks for both DraftKings and FanDuel. I will have a morning injury report down in the comments section, injury updates throughout the day, as well as an updated core about 20 to 30 minutes prior to lock. So definitely on the lookout for that. But without further ado, we'll get right into it with the core picks for DraftKings. We're going to start off at the point guard position with Jose Alvarado. There will be no CJ McCollum once again for this game. Jose Alvarado played last game, played a lot of minutes, played really well. $4,600 is the price tag on him, only looking for at least 23 out of him to get that 5x value. Pace up spot versus the Pacers in general, and I do currently have him projected for 29 fantasy points tonight. Definitely does have a little bit of upside for more as well. Then we move down to shooting guard with Mikal Bridges of the New York Knicks, $6,000, looking for 30 out of him to get that 5x value. Averaging about 32 so far on the season. He goes against the Detroit Pistons, very favorable matchup. Bridges was off to a slow start to the season the first two games, but really turned it on since then. So I do currently have him projected for 33 fantasy points on DraftKings tonight, but definitely does have some pretty strong upside for more at the same time as well. Then in small forward, we're going to go with the rookie in Zachary Reisher of the Atlanta Hawks. Probably mispronouncing his name, but $4,500, probably going to get that start once again. A Hawks team that is pretty banged up, so he's going to be seeing significant minutes. Only looking for 23 out of him to pay off at 5 times value, coming off a really strong performance. Currently, I'm projected for 28 tonight. Obviously, depending on who's in and who's out for the Hawks team, could have some upside for more at the same time as well. Then we move down to power forward with Josh Hart, only $5,900, only looking for 29.30 out of him to pay off at 5x value. It's a very favorable matchup versus the Detroit Pistons tonight. He's currently averaging just under 36 fantasy points per game. Currently having projected for 35 tonight, but does definitely have some really strong upside for more at the same time as well. Then last but not least, we're going to go down to center position with Nikolai Vucevic of the Chicago Bulls. Going against the Brooklyn Nets tonight should be a favorable matchup. We'll see kind of if Ben Simmons plays and Nick Claxton plays. Each of them kind of sat out one half of the back-to-back. Injury management for Ben Simmons back. Nick Claxton kind of coming off a hamstring injury. So we'll see how that looks like if both play, if neither one of them play, if one of them plays. A lot of different ways that could go. Zach LaVine is listed as questionable after leaving the Bulls' most recent game. So if he's unable to go, more usage to go around for this Bulls team in general, which would help out a guy like Nikolai Vucevic in quite a big way. $7,700, we're looking for 38, 39 at him. Averaging 42 on the season. Currently I'm projected for 42 tonight. Obviously, if Zach LaVine doesn't play, probably going to have an even stronger performance than that at the same time as well. But with that being said, if you go with the 5 players that I do currently have listed here, you got $21,300 remaining, $7,100 remaining per player. So a good amount of money left over, whether you want to pay up for a stud player or two, or kind of want to go a little bit balanced approach the rest of the way from here. It is a 7-game main slate on DraftKings. Probably going to be some value that does pop up throughout the day as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my core picks over there as well. So at point guard on the FanDuel side, we have Jose Alvarado once again, $4,400. Only looking for 22 out of him to pay off as a 5 times value. Currently, I'm projected for 29. Has a little bit of extra upside on FanDuel as well because he's a guy that has been known to get steals and bunches. And on FanDuel, you get the extra point for steals and blocks. Obviously, get a little bit hurt more for turnovers, but with no CJ McCollum tonight, good spot versus the Pacers, pace up spot just in general. Do like Jose Alvarado quite a bit. Has a ton of upside at a really great price tag. Then we're going to move down to shooting guard with Josh Giddey. You could also play him at point guard, $6,700. Looking for 33, 34 out of him to pay off at this price tag, which is what he's currently averaging on the season. A little bit of a slower start, but the games that he's been getting the minutes, he's been pretty effective. If Zach LaVine's out tonight, it looks even better. Do like Josh Giddey quite a bit. Currently, I'm projected for 36 fantasy points tonight. Definitely does have some pretty strong upside for more at the same time as well, especially if Zach LaVine ultimately ends up missing this game just in general. Then a small forward, we're going to go to Zachary Reisher of the Atlanta Hawks. Same small forward as we do have over on DraftKings. $4,800, a little bit more expensive here. We're looking for at least 24 out of him. Averaging just under 20 on the season. But that last game, he got the start. He played big minutes. A lot of guys out for the Hawks at this point in time. If he's in that starting lineup once again, it's going to look really good. Currently, I'm projected for 28 fantasy points tonight. But if he's in that starting lineup, he's getting the additional minutes. Probably even outperforms that projection that I do have for him at this point in time. Then we move down to power forward, Pascal Siakam, $7,600, looking for at least 38 out of him, averaging 39 so far on the season. Going against the New Orleans Pelicans, if Miles Turner is out tonight, we could see this game go to small ball, especially with the banged up centers for New Orleans. We might see Zion at center, we might see Pascal Siakam at center. Could make for a really interesting matchup, gives us a little bit more upside with Pascal Siakam just in general. Currently, I'm projected for 41, coming off a couple strong performances as of late, so definitely do like his upside that he could provide in this game overall. And then last but not least, we're going down to the center position once again with Nikolai Vucevic. If Zach LaVine does not play tonight, he's going to look even better. but at $7,800, looking for 39 essentially who has been averaging so far on the season. Currently, I'm projected for 41. If Levine ultimately ends up missing, could be even better for him. We'll see what that center matchup looks like for him versus the Brooklyn Nets, whether it's Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton, if one of them plays, if both of them play, kind of a lot of factors to be had there, especially since they're kind of babying both those guys at this point in time. But with that being said, if you go with the 5 players that I do currently have listed here on FanDuel, you have $28,700 remaining, just under $7,200 remaining per player. So you could go a little bit balanced, build the rest of the way. If you want to pay up for a stud player or 2 and then pay down elsewhere, you can definitely do that as well. 9-game main slate over on FanDuel, so we got 2 extra games over there. And there should probably be some other value that does open up throughout the day. So definitely be sure that you are checking up for that updated core about 20 to 30 minutes prior to lock. But with that being said, that's what I do have in terms of my core picks for both DraftKings and FanDuel for Friday, November 1st. As always, if you have any questions related to NBA DFS, be sure to drop them down in the comment section of this video and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And then once again, I will be listing the morning injury report down in the comment section first thing in the morning. I'll be posting injury updates down there as well throughout the day, as well as the starting lineups as they do get announced throughout the night. So definitely be sure you're checking up for all that news, as well as my updated core about 20 to 30 minutes prior to lock. But with that being said, if you are brand new to my channel, checking out for the very first time, or have yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS. Right now, we have NBA DFS in terms of the core pick videos Tuesday through Friday. Have my NFL DFS player pool video coming out once a week, typically on Saturdays. And then last but not least, if you're interested in sports betting, if you're interested in prop betting whatsoever, be sure to check out the links and promo codes down in the description below for BetUS, Prize Picks, and Parlay Play. If you are a brand new user on any one of those 3 sites, when you sign up, make your initial deposit, you will get a first match deposit bonus. For Prize Picks and Parlay Play, it's 100% match up to $100. And then for BetUS, it's 125% match up to $2,000. So some pretty great opportunities to be had out there. And then with that being said, if you have any other additional questions related to that whatsoever, feel free to drop them down in the comment section of this video or reach out to me on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport and be more than happy to help you with that journey as well. But with that being said, that's all that I truly have for today's video. Definitely do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Definitely means a lot to me. I hope that each and every one of you have a great rest of your day and some pretty good luck in NBA DFS for Friday, November 1st.